because I'll screw you up. Oh, we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekend. I'm a confused Scott. Oh, I feel clear out the stuff behind me today. So I'll be terribly busy and terribly inebriated. So
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Kelly Reviews Live. I'm Kelly, and this is the inebriated Scott.
yes, soon to be, soon to be.
Welcome yet to another weird show.
Yeah,
I wanted to let you guys know
that you're going to be walking away.
that this book, is kind of interesting in the way that it this is my first book that I'm reading of Stephanie Meyer. And it's more of a sci-fi fantasy type of book, if you will, because there's this. I don't know if she's an alien or what, but she's actually taking the host. She's taking a body of an actual person, and she's called the Wanderer, right?
Yeah.
And she's getting counsel from I think it's a seeker. Maybe I'm wrong, but um yeah, she's getting confronted by a counselor, and the thing about it is that she's thinking that the body that she's in is
Hmm.
defective because you know she doesn't have complete autonomy
Ah,
over the
all right.
body,
That's weird.
and she's with the counselor right now, and they're like, well, if she's having complete control or very much more control over the body, we got to get you out of that body and we got to get you into a new body and destroy this other body. So you're just going to destroy someone's body just because I
It's
can't have
defective.
complete control over them or
Yeah,
what?
it's
That's it.
defective. Yeah.
And she's like, no, 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 no. I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. And because she said, well, that's barbaric. And I'm like, yeah, I can imagine it would be pretty barbaric, destroying an actual host because you can't
Yeah.
have complete control over it. So I'm in, what is it? I'm in chapter 8 now. It's called Loved. None of these chapters actually have, I mean, all of them have names to it. And the host, the body that she's in, is called Melanie.
Okay.
It says right here, Melanie, having found her voice, was becoming downright unbearable. How was I supposed to concentrate on my work with her opinions sounding off in my head all the time? So she's technically, I think she's married to a guy named Robert, which
Okay.
happened to be apparently Melanie's other half in real life. But there's an alien inside of Robert too, and those two are kind of coupled together.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. Right here. Um, how what is it? So yeah, it says right here when the fire world was discovered, apparently there's a fire world. It was at first thought the dominant species of fire tasters were the only intelligent life forms present. The fire tasters did not consider the walking flowers to be their equals, a cultural prejudice. So it was a while, even after the first wave of settling, before the souls realized they were murdering intelligent creatures. Since then, Fireworld scientists have focused their efforts on finding a replacement for their dietary needs of the fire tasters. Spiders are being transported there to help. But the planets are hundreds of light years apart. When this obstacle is overcome, as it will be soon, I'm sure there is hope with the walking flowers might also be assimilated. In the meantime, much of the brutality has been removed from the equation. The burning alive portion, of course, and other aspects as well. So here it goes with how can they? Face's sunward trailed off, unable to finish. Another voice completed Face's sunward thought. It seems like a very cruel ecosystem. What? Why was the planet not? Why was the planet not abandoned? That they had debated naturally, Robert. But we do not abandon planets lightly. They are all. There are there are many souls from whom Fire World is home. They will not be uprooted against their will. I looked away, but back at the notes in my attempt to end the side discussion. But it's barbaric. So basically, I'm understanding it to be that there's a whole world where a lot of these hosts are not what they should be.
There was this series, I think it was on Netflix, where we were visited by some alien race or something and learned how to transfer consciousness from one body to another. So people didn't really die. And it was really an interesting series. Um, I watched it like several years ago. I don't remember much of it, but just that was an interesting concept to where if you were killed and gotten to soon enough, your consciousness could be transferred to a machine, and then later, if a body showed up, they could put it in and still question you, and or you could still do whatever. And it made death kind of irrelevant. It also made the one scene that sticks out in my mind is that every year this family would get together for, I think it was Thanksgiving or Christmas, some major holiday, and they would resurrect grandma, and she would show up and have dinner with them. And what made this episode weird was the only body available was this big biker guy. So grandma shows up as this big biker guy. Hey kids, how are you? Grandma's here. And they're like, oh, grandma, you've so changed. And as if that wasn't strange enough, there's a scene where she's in the bathroom. It's like, I'm peeing while standing up. Like, oh, good grief. But that was a rather unique series. But it kind of reminds me of where they could, like it's not quite Invasion of the Body Snatchers type stuff. What?
Did you hear me?
Yes, only about a girl.
What? No. What was it called?
I don't remember.
Oh.
It was quite a while back I watched it.
I didn't get a chance to learn any of your songs, but I'm gonna actually play a couple songs. Can you hear?
Oh, I can hear. I heard you rehearsing earlier.
Oh, did you?
Yes, you had the news on in the background. Because I could see your TV before.
Oh. I'm gonna play an easy song. See if you can pick it out.
Okay, I hope it wasn't what you were playing earlier because I didn't know what that was.
No.
Okay.
The other one is I to what my choruses are, and I want to make it. Oh, I didn't tell you, but this is another segment I'm going to put it along with Kellie reviews. I'm learning French.
Mon garde. Yes.
So, yes. Oh, here. This is one of my favorite songs. You let me know if you want. I think I played it for before, but here, let's play it one more time.
Okay, let's play it.
Whoops, hold on. There we go.
Get the right page, right sheet music. Dun, 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 dun. I keep getting something about you're beautiful, but that might just be me.
Thank you.
I said it might just be me. You weren't listening. No.
I was listening. I'm beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kelly's beautiful. Yes, I am.
You got that funhouse mirror in front of you, don't you?
No,
That's
yeah, I do. I have you in front of me.
Imagine waking up
It's
to this.
just a little bit of sign language. It's nothing.
I know.
Yes. So Kelly's beautiful,
Okay.
as you said. Thank you. So it's called You're Beautiful by James Blunt.
Okay.
So you were right.
Okay. Now, do you have music playing elsewhere in your house?
Yes, it's behind me. You want me to shut it off?
Because sometimes that wafts into what you're playing. I'm trying to think if it's so.
Alexa, cancel the music. Yeah, I was
Kelly,
gonna call
turn off
Kelly.
the music. Kelly, turn that down.
Here, let's do this one.
I know that tune.
I bet you do. You've been playing it all your life. Stay with me. All I need is sing, darling, stay with me. Won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need.
Kelly, Kelly,
Yeah.
you broke the computer
With me.
because a few seconds ago everything recycled, both our screens. So it doesn't. So something in your house doesn't like you singing. It was really weird because
Now?
because you're playing, all of a sudden you froze, and then both screens went black. We got the little circle thing. I'm like,
Okay.
wow, that's not a good sign.
Oh,
So, what have you been doing with yourself during this week?
me?
Yes, anything
Working.
working?
Getting my future in order.
Good.
Yeah,
Spending
getting my
time with
future in
past.
order. That's all I'm going to say with that.
Yeah.
Sit.
Oh, I saw the pictures of Cass being worn out the other day. That must have took a lot of work to get her that tired.
Yeah, that was when I think she was what, 2 years old or a year old.
Oh, okay. And She doesn't sing that much now, does she?
No.
Oh.
You should be playing with me.
I can't feel things with I can't really feel stuff with my fingers, and the guitar just feels them. Things are just
Can
weird.
you do it by memorization?
What?
Can you do it by memorization?
No, just touching the strings and stuff, because I don't get a lot of feedback. I get pressure. Things are not as comfortable as they used to be. I mean, I can try if you want. It'll be fun.
Try it.
All right, hold on.
Go get it.
Go get it. Go get it, she says.
Go get it.
Such a go. Hey.
Go get it. Go get it. Stop making complaints. Just go get it. Go get it.
I'll be back. Makes me move and work.
You guys are missing out.
No, we're not.
That's okay. You probably don't care.
Okay. We are back. So I gotta move oops, sorry, girl.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Well, I gotta move the table.
A lot of it is just memory too.
It's a lot harder since I got rolling chairs. Okay.
Never gonna give you up. Let's try getting rid of that one.
Okay. Now, this, just so people don't think this is weird, this is a left-handed guitar. Okay, let's see if I can find a chord that I like. Okay.
I'm gonna put it on you.
Put it on what?
I'm gonna put it on you.
On me. What on me?
Oops. Sorry.
No, don't make me this. Don't make me the star of this thing. Just that looks good too.
Okay. There you go. I thought I could just have you on there instead.
Nope. I'm just up there. I am only up there. And this feels weird with these fingertips. Well, first off, what song are we doing? So I know what we're playing.
I'm trying to do "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley.
Yeah. All right, we're doing okay. It's gonna be a ballad this time. All right.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, play.
I'm not playing. I'm doing rhythm with it. You're doing the melody. I'm doing like the background. So I'm playing with you. As
Okay.
fast as you play is as fast
All
as
right. Then I'm gonna play the full song.
Okay.
And so do I. Any other guy, I just wanna tell you what I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. I'm gonna run away and desert you. And say goodbye. Hurt you.
This is not, well, this is what I bought to travel with. It's 3/4 the size of my electric. But what I have in the truck is just a chord trainer for practicing getting the right fingers and stuff. So, but this is, this is a nice little piece.
Does it sound?
Yeah, but I don't have a microphone set up, and that I'm just, you know, and plus it's a wee bit out of tune right now. So,
Oh, yeah, I couldn't even hear.
because I'm just, strumming in the background with what you're playing.
Oh, okay, let's do it again then.
So,
Know the rules, and so do I. When any other guy, I just wanna tell you what I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Gotta give you up. Gonna let you down. Run around and desert you. Make you cry. I'm gonna say goodbye. Run around, desert you. Make you cry. Say goodbye. Run around, desert you. Say goodbye. Run around. Or a little style change, if you will. All right, now I'm gonna do another song. Here, how about this one?
how about this?
All Star by Smash Mouth. Oh, this says I need an acoustic piano, but we're not going to use acoustic piano. We're going to use this piano.
Yes.
Hey, behave.
There is music.
Okay, ready? that glitters gold. Won't you stop, break the mold?
Okay,
Oh,
there is music playing with what? Okay, so that's what I'm hearing is whatever it is you're using is playing the song to help you with it. That's what I was hearing before.
yes. If
Okay,
you'd like, I'll disconnect it.
no, that's fine. I kind of like that because this way I can kind of get an idea of what you're doing.
Well, are you not hearing?
I'm
Can you not
hearing
hear the
both.
one?
I'm hearing both.
Would you rather not hear the other one then?
No, I'd rather hear both
Oh,
because this way I can kind of get an idea of what you're playing rather than
okay,
just ding, 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 ding.
okay. Well, that was Smash Mouth All Star. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this one. It's 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton.
Okay. 1,000 miles. Let's say I've heard 100 miles and 500 miles. Let's see what
Could fall into the sky. Do you think time will pass me by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you. What did you think? Be honest, brutally honest. That I suck.
Brutally honest. Your playing is improving. Your singing needs work yet.
Well, at least
But I
you're
think
honest.
but I think you're here to play, not to sing.
I'm here to play. I'm
Okay.
enjoying myself.
Well, that's good.
You tell me what this is.
And if you want to see more of Kelly playing with herself, you can spend the extra access and see much more details.
Behave. If you behave, will you have?
So, who is singing? Who is singing that version?
I have no idea.
Whoever it is, they're doing a terrible job of it. I mean, Dolly Parton did it much better than Whitney Houston did.
I don't agree.
Okay,
The reason
because
I
I
say
felt
I don't agree is because Dolly Parton does not have the vocal range
that's
that
was
Whitney Houston has.
see for me.
Has.
Whitney
Sorry.
Whitney oversang that piece. No,
I
you need to sing it the way. It's a nice love song, but Whitney's voice, she just overpowered the song. That was my problem with it.
I love, in my opinion, I love how Whitney sang it because she has the vocal range. Let me say this. Dolly Parton, is nice, but it's simple when she sings it. But when you put an actual power vocalist behind that song, Whitney Houston took that song, in my opinion,
Mhm.
took it to the next level where Dolly Parton cannot take it because she doesn't have the vocal range. But that's my opinion. Your opinion is she overpowered it.
Yeah, it was just that. I mean, but Whitney had an incredible voice, very operatic, and for some of her songs that worked. But for this ballad, this love song, I felt it was not required. She didn't need to hold those notes. She didn't need to reach that range. She overpowered parts of that song.
Let me tell you, I'm sure you already know this, but opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one.
And
That's my point.
well, I could
Everyone's got an opinion. There's
yes.
a difference between opinion and fact, though.
Oh
But
yeah,
what makes a fact a fact?
it can be checked and verified.
Right. And what's the difference between a fact and opinion?
It's what people feel what people feel about. But a lot of people mistake feelings for facts and
Right.
emotions and stuff. Like I feel this should be true, so therefore it is true. No, I just mean a lot of Whitney songs were good. That one, not a big fan of that one.
Oh
you're
God!
you're having too much fun.
No, no. I'm getting a better understanding of why people move and rotate, and they're not just stationary when they're playing songs on the piano. I'm getting a better understanding of that because the notes that they're playing, I'm
Mhm.
playing, moves you
Yeah.
literally.
Oh yeah.
You're caught up by the emotion of the song.
There was one music show, God, an incredibly long time ago, and this kid came on, 9, 10 years old, with an electric guitar, and he played Hendrix. He played Hendrix beautifully, but he was a statue. The kid just stood there, emotionless, going through this song. It's like, no, it was not right. I mean, he was just like they brought him out. puts his guitar in it. No, he didn't move. He didn't shake. He didn't smile. He just was stone, very stoic, playing this really great rendition of Jimi Hendrix. And the judges, knocked him points for that.
Mm.
It's like you didn't really seem like you were into your music.
Wanna sing it? No, don't be happy.
Well, Cass seemed to like that song a little better.
What did you think?
You are getting better with things. I mean, it's an improvement over last week or the week before.
Do you recognize the song?
Yes, Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin.
I think it's because you're hearing the lyrics too.
Yes, because the piano version doesn't seem, it doesn't, what you're playing doesn't seem to match what, it's kind of weird because I can't.
It's a modified version.
Yeah, because without knowing what it is, I really didn't, catch what you were playing.
I have not had any practice with any of these songs, and ooh, let's play this one. I have not had any practice with these ones. These are very cold. Okay, I'm way too cold for that.
Well, why don't we talk about a few things.
Sure, what's up?
What's up? Well, let's see. Boy, I started off hot topic, didn't I? Not much.
You really did.
I know. It's like I was looking at some of the movies coming out that looks interesting later on. The Buzz Lightyear movie looks like it may be interesting.
Trying to find my key on there. here. Gosh darn it. Anyhow, you wanted to chat, so let's chat.
Yes. Okay.
I'm all yours. Not literally,
Really?
but
Okay. No.
hey, that one person left.
What? We had a person?
I thought we had one.
I thought we okay. Couldn't have been here one. Oh well. I'm looking at going down to Madison this Monday. I found someone to ride with me down, so that would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good. And then maybe going to Appleton Wednesday night to see what that comedy thing is like.
New environment.
Yeah, and I've only got 2 minutes, so it's like Now the good news is it doesn't give the audience time to get riled up, so that way they won't be throwing too many things.
So practice.
Oh, I'm working on it. I've narrowed a routine down that I can do in 2 minutes, and so I'm looking at having just to get out of the house for a little bit, take a little trip, and that'd be nice. I got the house mostly packed up for my move, but
I need to tell you something. I've learned, I know this is going to sound like a dumb moment. Did you freeze? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
You froze.
No, we all froze. We both froze.
I wanted to tell you something.
Damn Elsa again.
You remember how we learned how to speak English, right? Like for instance, when we were in grade school, at least when I was in grade school, we had spelling, literature, learning how to read and write, basically.
Okay. All right. That was, because we learned to speak English before we got into school, but yes.
So what I'm doing is I'm going back to that. I'm going back to basics. Especially with my French. Because the best way for me to learn the French is number one, because I'm doing it through Duolingo and I'm doing it for free this time.
Bum, bum, bum. No, you need to give yourself a sting when you say that.
Bum, bum, bum.
No, but you're sitting right there, just on the heavy keys.
Oh.
No, so it's too late now. It would be just we did it now. Yeah, but now it doesn't work now. It's like it's like when you first said it, that would have been great. I was like, guess what? I'm going for free. Bum bum bum.
So, anyways, I'm writing it down on a legal pad with my Duolingo so that I can shoot up high scores, number one, and I'm also putting it on Excel. And there was a guy that is on YouTube, and I'm like, you know what? You have a good idea, but I'm going to expand it a little bit more for myself because everyone learns differently.
Yes.
So how I'm doing it is putting phrases together in English and then translating them to French through Google and having Google cite it for me or say it for me. And I'm learning from Google and I'm putting it on my videos so that, that'll be a brand new segment for me so that I'm literally learning French. How to speak it, how to write it, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that's my new news.
Oh, that's good.
It sounds like the moment that I say it, it's like it's not really.
Oh no, it's like
a fart, a wet fart.
No, compared to your earlier attempts at learning language, you have a much better approach this time than before. Because before it's like, I'm going to learn Spanish, and you didn't seem to have that much of a desire to learn Spanish. You went to Babbel, you went through the thing, but here you're really putting the effort into it. You're making notes to yourself. You're working on ways of. So yeah, this seems like you're much more involved in it.
My goal is that after my special
Yes.
journey is done, that's as far as I'm going to go with that. As far as when my special journey is done and when I'm actually able to do it, I'm gonna take a trip with Cass. I'm
Yes.
gonna take her to Paris with me.
When you go there, maybe you can answer a question for me.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me what their toasters look like.
I'm gonna take Cass with me to Paris, France,
Yes.
and most likely it will be gay Paris.
Okay.
Um, because I'm in the LGBTQ community, and
Yeah.
I really would rather have be among family, if you will.
Yes.
My goodness, kiddo. My goodness. Sit right now. Assez-vous. That means sit.
Yes.
Assez-vous.
Oh, but no,
No?
when you get there,
Bien fille? No? That means good girl.
okay. No, because I was
Bien
going to say when
fille.
you get there, let me know what their toasters look like because I have a discussion with a friend of mine
Well,
about it.
do you want to know why I want to take a trip to Paris, France?
It is the city of love.
It's not only the city of love, but it's also it's a part. Being French is a quarter part of who I am.
Oh,
So,
it's a-
um, in my opinion, I hate to say this, but
so don't say it. Just give your opinion. Don't state it.
the French language, in my opinion, is very pompous
Oh well,
language.
the French themselves are. Even the French Canadians are very self-centered. They
So,
act like they act like French, and I told Donna this once, and it was a mistake to tell her because when I give Donna information, she finds a purpose for it. And I told her that the problem with some French is that they think that they alone live on an island with only like 10,000 people that speak it. They don't realize that French is a universal language anybody can learn. So they sometimes will act like they're above people. And Donna was at a truck stop once, and some French Canadian guy was giving her a hassle. And she turned around and spoke French back at him, and he looked really shocked and surprised that, oh my God, yes, sacre bleu. And she looked at him and said, you realize French is not a language spoken by 10,000 people on an island in the Pacific somewhere. Get over it, Buster. Just that some people think that their language, their culture is just a small community. They don't realize that, anyone can learn any language anywhere.
So yes, I plan on doing that after that part of my journey is done, and I'm ready to go on to my next part in life. I I love that idea, and eventually, probably later on, I'll probably get a Delta credit card or something because it's
Okay.
like, you know what? Heck, I'm gonna try it. And then who knows? Maybe my channel Kelly Reviews on YouTube will really take off.
Yes, I can see you in a beret.
Oh gosh! And then speaking French, I love the United States, but if I, who knows? Maybe go and live there. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But um, instead of living in the continental U.S. we'll see what happens. But
Well, there are a lot of expats that live in, France and stuff. So you'd find culture there. You'd
yeah,
find
especially who I am, and if I'm welcomed like that in that area, most likely, probably about 2 or 3 years from now, I might consider moving to France.
okay.
Then you'd have
Yeah.
a you'd have a in, an implant or a transplant rather that's living in France. Um, the thought of honestly, I just thought of that now. It's like the moment that I was thinking about that. I was this morning. I was like, let's after this is done, I'll have about 2 years of learning French, and then if it goes well, and I'm hoping it will, because doing my own what do you call it, own instruction of learning French and be immersed in the culture. Why not? I'm gonna take a trip over to France after everything is complete on my journey, and see what happens.
One thing that can help you with your language is you look at some of the movies you have at home that you like, the DVDs and stuff.
Yeah.
Look at the language options and watch them in French, because you know the movies, you know the dialogue. So if you watch them in French, you'll be able to pick up stuff and learn from that as well. That's another way to do it.
I didn't think about that. Yes. Oui, beaucoup. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Must say.
Merci beaucoup. Yes.
So, but no, that's one way, because it helps, because it'll help put things in context for you. I mean, it's one thing to sit down and learn words and learn, set phrases and stuff, but when you actually, because language taught and language spoken by natives is often two different things. There are people who have taken their high school, college Spanish and gone to Spanish-speaking places, and it's a whole different culture. They have to actually relearn some things.
What's the dialect?
Well, it's partly the dialect, but partly it's being taught things like in school. You'll learn these phrases, you'll learn this, you kind of get used to things, but out in the real world, it's a whole different thing.
Well, there's
yes.
Like, for instance, bonjour is formal, salute is informal.
Yeah.
Like bonjour, je m'appelle Kellie is formal. Salute, me know me, me on, me, what is it? Salute, me know, Kellie.
Yeah. So that's what makes English is also a very hard language for non-English speakers to learn, because there's a lot of words you can use that are the same thing, the same meaning. If you want to have real fun, sit down and write words like lead and lead.
Yes.
Or read and read. And just there's like 30 some words that are spelled exactly the same, but they're pronounced differently based on the context. So that's it's hard to
and then translating that from English to French is going to be a little bit,
or even learning it, because it's like lead and lead. They're the same letters, LEAD, lead, lead. The same spelling, but it's like one means to be in front, the other is a lead weight and a mineral. So yeah. So, but just that English is a hard language, and at times a strange one.
Yes, I agree. So anyway, I'm gonna get dressed because I'm in my jammies. So I'm gonna get dressed, and
I am not in my jammies.
And then I will meet you around, I would say, 12:30, 1 o'clock over at that store.
Yes.
By the way, anybody else that's watching on the replay, thanks for sticking around. I hope you guys enjoyed the piano playing. It's only going to get better from here on out. And on top of which, anyone that speaks French or fluent French, or at least somewhat, casual French, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to learn a little bit. I'd like to learn more as much as possible.
The only
As I
French
told Scott, I plan a trip. I want to plan a trip after a special part of my life is over and done with and completed. And yeah, let me know.
The only French I seem to speak are fries, toast, and croissant.
Croissant.
Yes.
Croissant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Croissant. You actually have a good. Yeah, touch. Good base on the croissant.
Oh, yes. I am a student of the world. No.
No.
No, but the reason I ask about the toasters in France is that French toast. You get your bread, you soak it in egg, you put it in a frying pan. That's how we make it. But I'm just envisioning this toaster with a slot for the bread. You push it down, you pour the egg in both sides, and it heats it up, and it pops out.
Isn't the egg like a delicacy anyway? Isn't that like one of the favorite things that?
Oh, a lot of French stuff is made with eggs.
Yeah, it's more of a more permanent, important food, isn't it?
It's a lot of ingredients in a lot of their stuff.
All right. So I'm gonna bid you guys adieu.
I do.
Oh, I do. And hi, Kevy. I didn't see you there.
Oh, hey, Kevy. Quick question, Kevy. Do you live in South Central Pennsylvania?
I don't know if she's still there or not, but I just saw her, at 11:37. She said hi.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
So, hi, Kevy. Bonjour, Kevy.
Bonjour.
Salut, Kevy.
Just remember, in the Hawaiian language, aloha means hello and goodbye. Do not get them confused.
Well, it sounds like I'm going to Hawaii anytime soon, Scott.
Well, if we're talking language, I thought I'd throw that out there.
Okay. Well, thank you, Kevy, for joining for the moment. Thank you all for joining for the replay. And we will see you next Saturday. Have a terrific day. Take a little time for yourself and watch my week in review.
Bye.
Have a great day, everybody. Stay warm and cool or comfortable, period. Okay? Bye. Come on, computer. Work for me. There we go.